Back home now, and with just 5 months to the elections, presidential aspirants are busy vote hunting and making promises to the electorate in different parts of the country. ODM presidential hopeful Raila Odinga was in Samburu County. His deputy Musalia Mudavadi was in Kwale. Martha Karua was in Limuru, just the same as James Ole Kiyiapi. Oranu Cheng is keeping tabs with the day's presidential campaigns and files this report.
Prime Minister Raila Odinga wound up his weekend campaigns in the Upper Eastern region with a rally at Maralal. Raila says the completion of the Lapset corridor that will link Lamu and Ethiopia will benefit the pastoral community, who will be able to transport cattle by railway to the market.
Alafu barabara ya vilevile itapitia hapo. Sasa itakuwa nyinyi mifugo yenu mnatoka hapo naweke kwa reli inaenda moja kwa moja mpaka Lamu, inasafirishwa kwenda ngambo.
And campaigning in Limuru in Samburu County, NAK Kenya presidential aspirant Martha Karua says Prime Minister Raila Odinga should be sent home together with President Kibaki, saying both leaders have failed to curb corruption in the country. Karua says as principals in the coalition government, they are solely to blame for shortcomings in their government.
Wakuu hao wawili wa serikali, kila mmoja wao ameshindwa kufurusha wafisadi upande wake wa serikali. Nyinyi ndio wenye kura, na muomba muache hao wazee wawili wastaafu pamoja mwaka huu.
RBK presidential aspirant Professor James Ole Kiyiapi was also in Limuru selling his presidential bid, where he advised Kenyans not to vote along tribal lines.
I'm very happy because this grand coalition is coming to an end, and the Kenyan people, the next election must be a very tough referendum on this type of leadership. We cannot build Kenya. We will not build Kenya unless we manage to elect leaders who have a heart to sacrifice in order to make this country better.
Deputy Prime Minister Musalia Mudavadi took his UDF campaigns to Kwale County. On the ICC cases facing 4 Kenyans, Mudavadi says it's regrettable that the country had to go through the Hague process, but he personally voted against the move by preferring a local mechanism to solve the post-election violence cases.
If you go to the Hansard, I'll be vindicated that I voted for a local process, that these processes should be conducted here. And that is exactly the position I was stating.
And Ford Kenya party leader Moses Wetangula took his presidential campaigns to Funyula in Busia County, where he urged the locals to vote wisely in the next general election. He cautioned the electorate against electing in leaders whose objective is to fund tribalism and animosity.
Na hii ni kwa Kenya yote. Wale ambao wanachochea watu kupigana wasipewe nafasi ya kuongoza nchi yetu.
And NAK presidential aspirant Charity Ngilu was in the Rift Valley to campaign for her party. Speaking in Kericho County, Ngilu says politics of tribes is what led to violence in the last general elections and urged residents of Kericho to elect leaders who have a national appeal. Aaron Ocheng, KTN Sunday Night Live.
And of course,